So if you don't like doing a magic loop, which I think it's important to know how to use it, but for most projects, I don't really think that you need to use it. You can just do a slip knot, okay? And then go ahead and just chain 4. And you can always adjust that number. You can chain 3, or you can chain 4, or you can chain 5. Slip stitch to join. I usually just go with 4. But if for some reason you were gonna work a lot of stitches in there, you might want 5. But you make this ring that you can work into, and it's very similar to a magic ring. And you can even keep this extra tail in your work and it will act like a magic ring. Let's just put some double crochets into this ring, and I'll show you how you can go ahead and cinch this up like a magic ring also. And most projects you really don't need to. Once your stitches are in, it's fine, but it's fun, and it's just a way to do it. There's lots of ways to do things. It's just an option. But I frequently use this method. I feel like my project is much more secure and I don't worry about it coming loose in the wash. Okay, so see how there's still a little bit of a gap? It's really not that bad, but since I worked that tail into it, I just pull that tail tight and it closes that little hole. And then just weave in that end. I was thinking of making a coaster. How many did I put in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 12 double crochets into that first round, and then we're gonna do 2 into each stitch now. So it'll be 24 double crochets in this round. The main thing is you want to make sure that when you're done with the round, the work lays flat. And if it's not, you either have the wrong amount of stitches or the wrong crochet hook size. But if you're using the recommended hook size for the yarn, you should be relatively close. The only other variable is going to be your tension. And I know that I tend to crochet a little bit tight, so sometimes I'll just start with a hook about a half size up. But today I'm going with the recommended hook size, so I'll try to keep my tension a little loose. But all we really want is to get this circle to be flat, a flat circle. And 2 stitches in each stitch. And we'll just go ahead and slip stitch to join. I've got one more stitch here, and then I'll see how we're doing on that. Here's my slip stitch. Is it gonna lay flat? I think so. So the next round, we're gonna use the increases, but we're only gonna do it on the 3rd stitch. So we're gonna do a double crochet into the first 2 stitches. Well, actually, let's just chain 2 here, because that will actually count as our first stitch. And then into the next stitch, we'll do a double crochet. And then the third stitch is where we do an increase, which means that we're going to put 2 double crochets into that stitch. That is an increase. But we're going to continue that pattern all the way around. 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then an increase in every third stitch. So let's work our way around. And we'll meet you at the end of this round.